And there we go, live again. Who would have thought we could possibly be live again?
I sure as hell didn't. I
No.
thought after last week's show it'd be like we were getting pulled.
But it turns out
Getting pulled.
we should be so lucky. You too. Yeah, as it turns out, it's Wednesday, and I'm Marijuana Man, and we're here in the house to do a show. Me and El the Alchemist.
El
El
Camino.
Alchemist.
Is my new name. El Camino.
I'm always thrilled to have Al here, and of course, to keep him and I apart every week. In between is Kush Queen.
Right. I don't know what you guys would do. Just go at each other.
Yeah.
Hola, hola. What's going on?
No, we actually wouldn't know what to do. But
Right.
I'm glad you guys are all here, and we can do a show.
Yay.
Oh, wow. Wowzers.
We've got a lot of weed on the Chronic Susan
Oh, boy.
this week.
The lemon Larry.
That's a bag of the Lemon Larry OG. Oh,
Yummity, yummity, yum.
That looks nice.
Lemon Larry OMG, I gotta say.
Yep.
That's in the house, and it'll be in my house next on Friday. So look for Lemon Larry coming to Broadway. Killer weed, too. Tastes just like Larry. It's got so much of a Larry flavor compared to the lemon. All right?
Tangy.
Tastes a little more Larry than lemony.
Yeah, quite a bit.
I like that.
Well, the original Larry cut, right? So, no, fun stuff. And there's something that just dropped in from the Sativa Galaxy.
Even blurry, it looks good,
Yeah.
man.
There's something that's
I helped.
That's some Nepalese.
nice. Well, I'm smoking the Larry right now. And fairly stoned.
Yum, yum.
So, yeah, we're all still reeling a little bit from 420 that happened last week.
What?
Yeah.
You guys had a 420 last week?
Yeah.
Such a good day.
Yeah.
Where the fuck was I, man?
Every once in a while, you were backstage with us. you were.
Oh, the gab.
He was so.
That's why everybody was there?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, just
Al's
50,000
used to
people.
that.
No, it was
yeah.
a spectacular display
unaware.
of civil disobedience, I gotta say.
It was.
50,000 people, they estimate. Police said they thought there was more people than last year,
I
but I
kinda
think
disagree.
there was just more cops than last year.
I think
that's
they were
what they
paid
meant.
to say that.
Yeah.
I think there was about 2/3 of what was there last year.
Well, actually, I did the math, and there was like 35 people different than last year.
35 people.
Yes.
Oh, but maybe they
Throughout
Did the
that,
fucking
but
math.
maybe
no,
they
Even,
were
like, put
maybe
my
they
head
were
around
wearing
what that
bigger jackets
entail.
last year.
bigger jackets last year.
That's what it must have been.
That's the constant that I needed to put into the
The
equation.
big jacket constant.
Yes,
If
the
you add the
bigger
big jacket
jackets.
constant into your equation, you'll get the proper.
No, it was a stunning day, as it turned out. I was actually really surprised at how many people showed up. I didn't think it would be nearly as busy as last year, but 35 people different. Wow. And that's throughout the day, not just at one count. But keeps us busy, counting heads.
Oh my god. Nothing better to fucking do. Count everyone's fucking head.
Did you get that guy in the hat? You see that guy in the hat there?
Which one? The red or the blue?
The blue hat. Blue hat.
Fuck, I missed him.
I counted him already.
And really, I'd like to take a minute and give a huge count out to Ergonomic Counters for sponsoring the gate
count
clickers,
out.
because we burnt out 196 clickers counting
Just counting heads.
attendees.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. So
busy
shout
day
out to
for
you
us.
guys.
But
Ergonomic Counters.
They
it
take it
sure
down.
is fun to look out over the crowd and and know that we have no permit, no permission. We do what the fuck we want, and 50,000 people show up on a Thursday afternoon to do it. I think that's pretty fucking cool.
It says a lot, is what it does.
It does. Like, it's just, to me, such a wonderful feeling to even be close to being part of it. But on top of that, to be part of it, holy fuck, blows my mind every year. All the time, actually. Every day. But on that occasion, it's way fun. So, yeah, I don't know. How many booths were there? 400?
400.
420 booths spread out around the place. Plus, it expanded quite a bit booth-wise on its own down
There's
the
some
path.
serious market saturation going on at 420.
408, and then there was the ancillaries.
Extreme market saturation.
So, yeah, it went along beautifully. Creed Taylor did a smash-up job working the music through
Oh,
the show
fuck
all
yeah.
day.
It's
And,
like he's, you know what I mean? It's like he's just been doing that
Yeah.
as his main gig, festival.
Yeah, it went to the minute all day long. We were right
That's
on
not an
schedule,
easy thing.
and
Festival
it
management
fucking
like that,
rocked.
stage management.
Sound was magnificent. All the musicians that came out were great and very accommodating, and we gave them a lot of weed. And shout out to the people who rolled all the joints for the day too.
It
like,
ain't easy
holy
rolling 10
shit.
pounds of weed.
No,
No.
there was a lot of joints. You helped throw them into the crowd
I did.
to their delight.
I did. I wouldn't have had any joints if it wasn't for those volunteers. So thank you very much.
So yeah, fun stuff, and a couple of things stood out to me from the day, beyond 100 other things, but one in particular was the porta potty backstage. Just one of them. There was a few there, but just the first one was right behind the bass, and this fucking porta potty rocked. Oh my God. It shook this fucking thing while you're inside of it, which then created its own sound
Oh my
in time to the music. Oh, yeah. It was stunning. So if you get a chance to put a porta potty near your subwoofer,
God.
it's quite enjoyable. Many people came out just smiling.
That's why you have such a big audio system. Location
Yeah.
coming next.
Let's rock the toilet. But the other thing that was quite hilarious to me, a contingent of police officers came backstage, all looking very stern and looking for Jeremiah, who wasn't there, but Dana was, and they spoke with Dana, and it turned out their concern. Each year, David Malmo Levine makes a speech about hug power, and this is how we managed to survive all these years on a lot of occasions, was if anyone was getting arrested by the police, that we were to all dive in and hug them. And they couldn't arrest us all, and they'd eventually let them go. So hug power, all of these years he's given the speech. So the police said to Dana, look, please, please, please tell David Malmo not to make that speech. We promise we're not going to arrest anyone. And we just... You know, we don't need to hear it again, kind of thing, eh? And I thought, wow, we've come a long way.
Yeah, for real, man.
We've come
That's
a long way
fucking
in that
huge
respect.
achievement.
And then I laughed and I thought, well, you're still just coming to fucking a bunch of activists and telling them what to do, right? So, and Malmo says, yeah, well, what about tomorrow? What about yesterday? They're still arresting people. So, all right. So,
Speech is going on.
no quarter given. But no, everybody did a great job. Jeremiah pulled it all together again with lots of coordination with the vendors and advertisers and city. Dana Larson too, Malmo. Dana and Malmo and a small contingent pretty much were responsible for cleaning up the site by themselves. It, our little festival that could, I think has, and it's outgrown some aspects of the way that we've always done it. And one of them was to rely on volunteers to help clean up. But that was downtown, you know, a finite little area near the art gallery that each year was the same. Well, this is fucking huge and big now.
Oh yeah, it's a vast.
And
Area.
I guess not so many people are in such dire need of a joint to clean up some garbage, and no one showed up. So
Yeah, I saw a status.
God bless Dana Larson and Malmo, and Vicky was down there, Cindy was down there doing all that through the night till like 4 o'clock in the morning, for fuck's sakes, and did a smashed up job. It looked beautiful. But we trampled the grass. We trampled the
know.
grass.
Not really.
This is what was in the news the next day, and for a couple days afterwards.
Trampled
But
the grass.
oh yeah, the
Fucking rain made it a mud pit.
yeah.
That,
Like
but,
what?
But that
we
that
trampled
that,
the grass.
that grass was already fucked.
They walked on the sidewalk. Holy fuck! Just like
Pot smokers killed grass all day.
The grass is smoked.
Yeah,
More grass for you guys to sit on, man.
yeah. No, it
Zip zang.
it did rain on us in the morning. In fact, hail came down at one point, and but as always, the clouds parted and it became very sunny and nice, as it always does for us, no matter what. Now, we had rain and hail, for fuck's sakes, and the God said, hey, not there. No, some sun for those people.
Wow.
They're good people. So we were thrilled by that. But the media, of course, they're just fucking idiots. Can you say idiots on the air? Yeah. Fucking idiots.
Fucking idiots, yeah. As long as you put fucking in front of it.
The Parks Board people actually said, no, look pretty good. Right? They had no problems. The police could not report an incident. Emergency fire people had no problems whatsoever throughout the day. But the media had to find something. Right? So
Grass.
they focused in trampling. They, in fact, fucking reported the weight of the garbage that had been picked up. Yeah, like they just look for any way to fucking grind.
What was the weight
whatever.
of the garbage?
I can't tell you that.
Okay.
That's fucking top secret shit. Only, yeah.
so fucking
I've-
stupid.
CBC's
done
got
the
it in their
math.
secret
So
files.
stupid.
Yeah. There'll be more.
They did say it was more than any other event that they do, right?
And your
No.
grass will fucking grow back. Like,
Yeah,
big deal.
they just put it out there. So,
Dana offered to reseed it for them, so.
well, potentially.
I'll go
Give
reseed
back
the
the,
shit out of
people
that
you
spot.
put in jail for pot their lives back or
Potentially
their
it's
jobs back
been
or any of that?
reseeded.
No.
Just go spread pot seeds.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, we just go plant a whole bunch of hemp there.
So they got it all
like
fenced
that.
off down there, and they're reseeding it, and they threatened to send us a bill, and well, we threatened to get a permit, and you refused that. You should have let us have a permit, you guys. Like, really? You'll permit stores to sell marijuana, but yet you couldn't give a permit to 420 Festival? Holy fuck. Like, really? But no, they're just bureaucratic nignogs that are afraid to move in any direction, right? They're like frightened little fucking prairie dogs going, I don't know what the fuck. Eh?
Assholes.
Yay!
We were all smoking pot at 420. What a coincidence.
Yep.
Huh?
Go figure.
So yeah, that was. I don't know what the. I don't know if they're ever going to let us do it again there, but we didn't think they would this year. So I don't know what's going to happen in the future. We don't really pay that much attention. We just show up and do
I
it,
don't care. Yeah, we're just gonna do it anyways.
and we do it pretty fucking good too. I gotta say,
Super
all of the
organized.
pros that work with us, the stage, sound, and all the crews, they always compliment us on how well it's run and how we really have our shit together and are so laid back.
Not like all the other festivals were working.
Yeah, which are a shit show. There's David Malmoline's rolled in the house. So yeah, there's one of the heroes of the cleanup crew.
Yep, me and Dana were
We were-
at 3:30 in the morning.
We were just speaking of that feat of majesty and thanking you for that effort.
That's just how bad I want it legal.
Yeah. Well, that's not anything new for David. He's always been the last man in there sweeping the fucking sidewalk. So, very cool. And yeah, we'll rock it again. Had some big name musicians in the house for the affair.
Yep.
So everybody was digging on that pretty much. And yeah, it was a fabulous day. Should have been there.
Yeah, if you weren't.
Yeah, there's a replay of my show if you were.
There you go.
So yeah, what? So I got this dispensary down on West Broadway, and the local member of the Legislative Assembly, or as we like to call him, an MLA, David Eby, he's the guy who's elected official there, and my landlord Michael, big time pot activist for a very long time and a good friend of mine. He chose to vote NDP, so he put NDP sign up on his front door and brought one in, so we put one up in the window of the shop. A couple days later, a guy comes in and representing David Eby's campaign and asks us if we wouldn't mind taking it down.
Really?
Yeah. So I wasn't there when he came in, and so the crew said, no, we'll leave it up. You come back, talk to Greg. And so we did, actually. And so I said, so what, why would you want me to take it down? And he said, well, I think the Liberals could use it against us negatively in the campaign or something, right? And I said, like really? Really? Are you fucking saying that?
Well, isn't there in all right, I'm going out a little bit here. I'm no lawyer or anything, but couldn't that be fucking considered as coercion? Like, do you really think you got the fucking juice to walk into somebody's place and fucking dictate or even request that they
don't
they
support you?
not
They don't
publicly
support you?
that they not publicly voice their fucking opinion on politics? Could that not be fucking considered as coercion, you fucking dick?
So, and
Seriously?
I also thought, well, and said to him, well, your government has
That's fucking
stigmatized marijuana to the point where now you're afraid of being stigmatized by being supported by it. And even though it's going to be legalized by the federal government, and a guy like David Eby is going to have to fucking figure out the details, for Christ's
Yep.
sakes.
Deal with it.
So I said, no, I'm going to leave it up. And I said, I'll give you the choice. I said, I can leave it up or I can take it down and put a Liberal sign up. How about that?
He didn't like that idea.
I said, otherwise, I said, why don't you have Mr. Eby come down and explain his position to me?
Yeah. It's like, what, you don't want... Yeah.
So, after like another day later, my landlord, he's out of town, but they phoned him and spoke with his wife. And they actually asked her to come and ask me to take it down as the landlord.
Again, could that not be like fucking...
This is to stop your support for them.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
not to
no,
get
I know.
support.
Like
Guys, you're not using strong arm tactics to get
there's a
support.
prejudice there's a prejudice going on there that they don't want your kind publicly supporting them, and they're using coercion to try to get you to remove that fucking sign.
Yeah.
That's fucking, what is this, the fucking 50s?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Are you fucking serious?
So you would think.
One would think.
That way they place them
One would
Why
think
do they
that they
make
would
'em?
want
So-
more from everyone, but no.
She, landlady said, no, I'm not comfortable with telling people what they should and shouldn't do around their political beliefs.
Good for
And
her.
refused. And then asked why again. And now this new reason, this was the campaign manager came by. And she said it was, they don't encourage any businesses. They don't want any businesses to put signs in their windows. This is what she said.
Bullshit.
This
What?
is what she said. No shit. And this is like the
That's
NDP.
hilarious.
The NDP party has traditionally been known as like the fucking working man's party. Right? Like it makes no sense to me whatsoever. So, what?
Wow.
She, Alec was working, the crew was working, so they didn't want to fucking, so they took the sign down. And the landlady went out and they said, oh no, your sign on your door is okay because that's your residence. And so she said, no, I'm ripping it down too. So she did.
Wow.
Boy, they didn't know how to run a campaign.
Wow.
Really? So it made me laugh at the end because I was faced with wanting to continue to protest, but the only way I could do it was to put the sign up to support the fucking idiot that I no longer wanted to support. So
Rock in a hard
I
place.
had to put it down.
Damn.
You should put a rocker around there. On the top, it'll say prejudice, and on the bottom, it'll say coercion, with NDP in the middle.
You're so funny.
Prejudice, coercion, NDP.
As a letter to the newspaper.
A letter to the newspaper.
Oh man, I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
I
now
don't
that you're
know.
aware of it, and you're very articulate in your journalistic manner.
Oh, I pick something different if I add one letter to the
Just saying.
newspaper.
So yeah, that's fucking how stupid politicians are. It's fucking dumb. I saw an interview with the three leading party leaders of Liberals, Green Party, and the NDP being asked about their position on the legalization of marijuana. And they were like fucking pinhead Trudeaus. Spouting the same bullshit that
Yep.
they are.
They
About
all
protecting the
gonna-
kids.
Boy.
Protecting the kids. Gotta protect the kids. Christy Clark is
The
a
children.
lying fucking idiot.
Can I share with you a new fact I learned just the other day?
A fact.
A fun fact?
Fun fact. It's probably one of the funnest facts.
Oh, I love fun facts.
It's a truly, truly fun fact.
Fun facts, fun facts.
I'm just going to jump in here because it's such a good fact. You all need to know about it right away. I put it up at podfacts.ca, and it's on the front page now of podfacts.ca. It turns out there's more evidence that cannabis has been linked with sarcasm than with increased psychosis or decreased IQs. So
Cannabis
this
has been
is
linked to sarcasm.
no, this is
For real?
serious studies for real. These studies were done in the 70s. Riel Kapler alerted me to the studies. She sent me the studies. I quoted from the studies. These are real studies. And cannabis has been linked to a decrease in hostility.
That really explains
but
a lot.
Yeah.
A transformation of the hostility into sarcasm. So
Well,
I'm
that,
sure now that these studies have
Well,
been brought to
duh.
light, the government will act appropriately. Evidence, Your Honor, that
The studies are
the
correct.
defendant was high. He started getting lippy.
He started getting lippy and
Yeah, that's
sarcastic.
gonna profile you now. So no lip with the
yeah,
cops on
man.
the side of the road, or else
If you're
they'll say,
sarcastic, you're a
He says
butthead.
sarcasm. That was our first clue, Your Honor.
Shoot him.
But yeah, all these fun facts and more fun facts. Probably the best collection of fun facts on marijuana
That's
are located
a pretty
at
interesting fact.
popfacts.ca. So if you go to popfacts.ca now, you too can learn the names of and read quotes from the studies that prove cannabis is linked to sarcasm. I know of no studies that counter this information. The studies on cannabis making kids stupid or crazy, however, have huge evidence to the contrary in the Gen Pop stats. And that's
Yes.
also located in that very link at potfacts.ca. So you can learn more about all these important pot facts there.
Well, you would have to think if there had been a young person ever injured by cannabis that we would know that fucking person's name.
It would be on the
They
front
would be-
pages of every newspaper in
Yes.
the world for weeks on end.
Even one. Even
Yeah.
a
Weeks
baby.
on
Bring
end.
us a baby, for God's sake. Nothing.
the one with born with 9 heads?
Nothing.
Yeah, they haven't come up with this.
Born with 9 heads.
7R, wouldn't that be
So-
considered like a god?
A god.
At sometimes
This is
in
God.
at sometimes in history it was. Now,
That's a funny picture.
Vice TV and all sorts of media concerns put together a little town hall meeting with fucking Trudeau and his cronies,
Yeah.
of which Jody was there. And it was just an infuriating
So was,
fucking thing. Same shit out of his mouth every fucking time he opened it.
So
Didn't
was
matter
Ian,
what it-
Ian from Tribe Called Red was there
Yeah.
and got to stump Trudeau hard. Trudeau's response to Ian's was like, and then he got on with it.
And then he figured out how to dodge the question, and he answered no questions. Any of the shit that anybody
No,
said, he
there
didn't
was
answer
nothing
one of them.
answered.
Jody straight up said, "Are you going to apologize?" And fucking, all she asked was, "Will you apologize?" And he just said, "Well, Jody, you and I see it from different points of view. You see it from a lifestyle, and what else? How else did he demean her with nuts and profiting, or I can't remember the other word, but lifestyle?" And he says, "I come at it from a public safety fucking point of view." And you go and then that was it. You go, man, I was angry. I thought, no, if I was sitting there, if I was Jody, I wouldn't have been so calm. I would have called that motherfucker out and made him answer the question. I would have got loud. I don't give a fuck. Who
got loud.
cares? Like, who gives a fuck? It's not like it's Vice, for God's sakes, and it's some idiot sitting over there blathering shit that's you're not getting satisfactory answers from these clowns, and nobody can call them up on it, for fuck's sake. She had to pass the microphone. Stunning fucking lack of regard for people and what the fuck they're up to. So yeah, it was pointless, the whole fucking thing. Every other question pretty much led him to say that they're protecting kids and keeping it out of the hands of criminals. Every breath they have, that's what they all say. That's all they're ever going to say. And it's something that they built their whole campaign on, right? So I say, let's keep the criminal gangs. Get as much weed from them as you can. Keep them in business hard, and we'll fucking... Because kids can't be... they're going to say that kids can't be arrested, or they won't get a record for marijuana infractions, right? So we'll get them selling the weed, right?
They don't need jobs anyway.
Yeah.
'cause you can't hire kids.
Yeah, you just get the kids to set up the cartel, and they won't get into any trouble. So,
I don't think they have to pay taxes either.
heady days ahead.
You know, so you could use them as financial shelters because they don't have to. They're like tax havens. Yeah.
Oh, no, sir, I got a kid. We
got a
no,
kid.
we got a kid doing that.
Doing it
No,
for
can't do nothing about that. Because kids have more rights than adults.
Kids just got 10
Apparently.
million in his name because he's like a public tax haven.
So, yeah, interesting times ahead. So the NDP, the federal NDP, they're calling out Trudeau over that little Vice thing. Trudeau has admitted, very cavalierly, he admitted his brother, younger brother, who died some years ago, had been
Yes.
arrested for marijuana. And
Well, that part's not funny, but what he admitted to was pretty.
yeah, like his old man was Pierre Trudeau, of course, the prime minister at the time, made his son's marijuana charges disappear.
Totally used his juice.
And Trudeau the other day, he was very easy to admit that he had used his political and friends in the legal world to fucking sort it all out. And at the same time, is allowing nearly 60,000 people a year to be arrested for marijuana. Holy fuck. So the NDP are a little outraged,
I
as
couldn't
is
believe that a world leader would come out and say that, you know, their family name used the juice. to fucking
yeah. Yeah, really, like
I
to
was
admit
like,
it that
whoa,
readily.
Whoa. What the fuck?
I don't know why he did either. I was a little surprised when I heard him say that.
He was just, it was like he was
Ooh.
trying to just be cool and say shit to be down.
Yeah.
Fuck, my brother
My
got caught
old
with a
man
couple
got me out
joints,
of it.
and my dad just used his pull as prime minister to get, you know.
And that was his way of saying that the system isn't fair. That was his point. Really. Like that
like-
really was his point, that the system isn't fair. And you go, wow. And he wanted to fix it so it would be fair.
No, I think that was his,
know.
I think that was his
Funny
leeway
one.
into like, you know, we're gonna make it so people that have pot charges are gonna be able to apply to have those charges absolved and blah blah blah.
At your own cost. They'll set up a little bureau of making him billions of dollars off us trying to get
And he was
pardons.
hinting that, you know, my dad knows a guy.
Yeah.
You know, we got a guy. We can make your family we can make your charges go away, yo. Just give us a call.
I should write him a letter and say, dude, I was charged in 1980 for possession. Can you help me get off? You know, can you use
Wonder
your
if you
political
can use your family
influence?
pull to help
Yeah.
me get off some previous charges.
Help them forget about it.
So the pressure is beginning to mount out there in the media and in government, and they're all starting to talk about it. And I credit Jodie Emery with keeping at that point of view, because she's been very good at tweeting that point of view for a lot every day, and they're starting to pick up on it. So that's good, because it should happen. But they are calling him a hypocrite now, the same as we have been for all this time, because Trudeau, of course, admitted to smoking pot while he was in Parliament, not in the building, but a member of Parliament. And
Didn't he admit to having a
Oh, he was in the
celebratory
building.
puff after he was elected?
well, I've never heard that, but he probably did. But and also admitted, of course, to passing that joint that he was smoking, which is a trafficking.
Yep.
So
Hey, Emery did 90 days for that.
yeah.
That exact same thing.
So that's being pointed out around. So I don't know. Of course, they use it politically, right? More so than from the moral outrage of it all. They want to turn it that Trudeau doesn't care about you in general. You know, right? They don't really want to crucify him for fucking having done this. They just want to spin it to their advantage. So both the NDP and the Conservatives are doing that around the issue. And at the same time, you know, they're able to address the issue without making any determination of how the issue should go. Nice.
I'm trying to hold it in.
It wasn't that big.
It wasn't that big. I never say that to a woman. It was huge.
It was
Is that the
huge
biggest-
And you liked
Is that
it.
the biggest you've ever
now
had?
shut up.
You've never had bigger.
Sorry. Did Did I take it too far?
No, that was perfect. Kush Queen's coming out with a book on things you say to a woman.
That's right. I am.
And the responses you shall receive.
Yep.
And the thing that you
The first chapter starts with what you just heard. It was massive and you liked it. No, shut up. Did I get your attention?
Yes. The room went silent. So Kush Queen has her own
It's like
show.
a choose your own adventure.
have
You
my
can
own
choose
show.
different responses.
It was awesome.
That leads you to a different
I've
one.
done my second episode, so
Sundays.
yeah.
What time?
2:00
2:00 in the afternoon on
in the
Sundays.
afternoon.
You
Yeah.
can visit with the Kush Queen.
You can. We'll have high tea together.
And the name of the show. The name of the show
I'm in
is
between
what?
again. It's called The Royal Hour with Kush Queen.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you'll want to tune in for that. I looked in last week.
Did you?
Some white rapper. I don't know.
That's loyalty.
Loyalty.
Yeah.
That's who that guy is.
Yeah. He's a good guy.
Nice.
Yeah. He's a up and coming local artist right now, just trying to make his way out in the world, and he's not
Nice.
doing too shabby actually.
Yeah, it was fun. So yeah, tune into that Sunday afternoon. Light up a fat joint and
Yeah.
kick back with the Kush Queen.
Yes.
Not in between.
No.
Busting out, if you will.
Busting out. Just kidding.
Busting out.
I'm always busting out.
Yeah. But yeah, the legalization of marijuana has got the police really concerned. Police, they're looking for answers to the coming marijuana enforcement issues.
You mean that they're not going to have to?
Yeah. Ottawa Police Chief
that's an issue for
Charles.
them?
Charles is saying federal marijuana legislation continues to leave law enforcement officials in the dark about what officers are expected to police and how.
And how?
He said what we're concerned about is having access to the tools, the education, the funding. Huh? In order to train our officers to apply this new law. Okay? They've spun it.
That's crazy. Because they get lots of funding to enforce it. And
Chief-
now that they don't
Yeah.
have to enforce it, that funding is going to be more than appropriate to retrain.
The chiefs of police are pleased to see a strengthening of the impairment driving laws. See what they did, these pricks? They've advanced the idea that cannabis and driving should carry a heavier penalty than alcohol and driving. And they did.
Wow.
They instituted a fucking penalty that was greater than that for alcohol, but to justify it, they increased the penalty for alcohol up to the cannabis rate that they put in. Right? That's how they slip that in. Right? They,
Wow.
yeah, it's fucked
That's
up.
fucking crazy. No, that financially that makes a lot of sense. Because the money they're gonna be losing from small busts, petty possession charges and stuff, they're gonna more than increase on in increased. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fucked up.
That's heavy duty.
The chiefs of police. This is the I don't know, Canadian Association of Chiefs of Police, who shouldn't even have a fucking association. All right, civil servants. If you're not working, stay the fuck at home. Right, till we need you.
Just think there's a group of people figuring out the average cost they're gonna make per vehicle on impound charges, on all kinds of shit.
Oh, yeah,
To put this whole thing
cha-ching,
forward as
cha-ching.
a thing.
Yeah, as a cha-ching. Now, these chiefs have been opposed all along to allowing any residential marijuana plant growth. Instead, the legislation has set a cap of 4 plants per household. He said, we're pleased to see at least that there's been a limit. But from an enforcement perspective, we're still waiting to hear how the government is going to operationalize these laws. Operationalize. Is that even a fucking word?
It's trending on Twitter.
Really? That's funny.
He said there's a lot of downloading that's going to take place to the provinces. How the distribution network is going to be set up is still a big question. Who's going to do the enforcement of these distribution centers?
It's already set
Like,
up.
what the fuck kind of question is that? Who's going to do the enforcement on these distribution centers? Who the fuck wants a distribution center now? You're going to be having cops doing enforcement on you. Ouch.
Ouch.
He says, we don't know. So there's still a lot of questions that have yet to be answered.
All right.
Dopey cops.
Chief Charles, is it?
Yeah.
All right, Chief Charles.
Positioning for money. That's what they're up to now, as fast and as
Yep.
hard as they can. They're all positioning for money. Cops are going, oh, no, it's dangerous, blah, blah. The chiefs say no, fuck off. Like, really? They take a position against the government's wishes?
It'd be interesting to see if there's an increase in impound fees and all kinds of stuff all the way up the board.
Oh, everywhere they can squeeze a fucking
for
nickel
sure.
out of you.
For
They're
sure, there's gonna
and
be-
everyone's doing it.
That's fucking crazy.
Everybody on the planet is turning the screws on marijuana to see how much money they can squeeze out of it.
Yep.
Especially now, where they've uttered that they're going to legalize it. Now all the nut squeezers are out there hard and fast for the next year before anything really falls into place. Right? It's fucked up. That's how scary the real world is. I'd rather be in the black market. It has honor and things go pretty
crazy.
easily. All right, it's not
crazy
as
game.
fucking ugly and mean and nasty as the real world is.
Yeah,
people,
that federal game's
people able
crazy
to
now.
take over with pieces of paper rather than a fucking baseball bat. And no repercussions if they're fucking assholes. But there was an article, Anne McClellan, she is the head of the federal government's task force on legalization, and she was in the news saying some interesting things. She said that black market marijuana growers shouldn't be shut out of a legal market. Right? And that, she said that there shouldn't be an automatic bar to them coming into the legal system. She said we didn't want all those people excluded automatically from the possibility of participating in some way. And they admitted that those people have an awful lot of expertise, and we wouldn't want to lose all of that.
Wow. Anne McClellan said that?
Yeah.
Wow.
And to think that she even mentioned Kush Queen's name in this, right?
You guys are such jerks. Just saying that because I was gone.
I don't think that's fair to Al.
I'm an asshole. Jerk and an asshole are completely different.
No.
A
That,
jerk and an asshole.
but
Jerk is just
that's
just an
interesting.
asshole without balls.
And Trudeau also said that they hadn't started thinking about apologizing or pardoning people for previous pot convictions yet. So things are slowly moving in a direction, I think, a little bit more where, I don't know, it seems these days politicians just come up with wild fucking legislation, throw it out there until the world goes berserk. And everybody goes, hey, this is fucked up, and change it all. Same thing with Trump, right? He comes up with these wild schemes, and they go, I don't think so, Donnie. Hey? President Donnie.
President Donnie.
So, now they're all going to war, so we don't have to worry about them anymore. Phew.
That's crazy, eh?
Yeah. We should use, I don't know, he's warring against the softwood lumber industry again. Huh. Still, all my whole fucking life they've been doing that. It's just something, right? We should use all the softwood lumber to build our own fucking wall. Keep him out. Keep him out. Yeah. With softwood lumber. They throw it right in his face. Spruce, whatever you got, right? Pine, doesn't matter. As long as it's softwood. Canadians and their softwood. So that's kind of interesting what's going on. But marijuana is still coming into the United States, no matter what they say. Wall or no wall. Marijuana is being smuggled into the U.S. in Ford Fusions.
What? They're using Fusions now?
Yeah. Ford dealers, a rental lot. Ford dealers, a rental lot, and one customer in the Midwest were surprised by 40 to 60 pound bags of marijuana in the trunks of their new Ford Fusions and Lincoln MKZs. At least 22 car manufactured in Ford's Hermosillo stamping and assembly plant in Hermosillo, Sonora, Mexico. We're carrying about 1,100 pounds of ganja. Wow. Two of the drug smuggling sedans. One was a Fusion and one the MKZ.
Both from broken homes.
Clearly.
Yeah.
One of them but this is dangerous stuff, folks. One of them was already purchased by an 86-year-old man in Rochester, Minnesota.
Wow.
What do you think he got, the Fusion or the Lincoln?
He got the Lincoln.
86? Come on, yeah, he got a Lincoln. And 3 of them made it to the Enterprise rental lot at the Minnesota St. Paul Airport. Now here's the craziest thing. Mexican drug king El Chapo is suspected to be involved.
He was in the trunk.
Because
He's like, look, I need 1,100 pounds of weed in here.
Because
pretty boring.
his Sinaloa drug cartel, also known as the Federation, controls the region where the Ford factory is located. And they also have an established presence in Minnesota, where the cars arrived.
Well.
Minnesota.
Yeah, so
They need some
I don't even know
better,
what
some
story's
better
about. I just heard
administrators.
Minnesota.
Yeah, they need better administrators in that crew. 'Cause it seems like they lost 1,100 pounds of weed.
Further, they went on to conclude that the plan was probably for a Minnesotan co-conspirator to break into the rail cars to extract the drugs. That's what this guy who wrote this concluded was the plan. Because the car.
Unload them and then distribute from there. But
Yeah. Quick.
No, they were going to break
All
in.
dressed in black.
Yeah.
Roll over here.
That was
hide behind a car over
specified
there.
at the meeting.
Right? They've just been waiting for that night, man.
It's,
No.
I can
You
be a
must
ninja
wear
for the
black.
night.
This is blue is not possible.
midnight blue?
Not possible. Only black.
Only black.
no, El Chapo, we won't.
Jesus.
No, it's crazy out there in the world. So what else is new?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Nothing?
No.
No. Oh, my car's back on the road. Yay!
Kush
for
Queen's
Kush
car's
Queen.
on the road.
Fucking God. Yes, on Friday. We're getting it. So my show will finally be from my own headquarters.
Oh, really?
That's what
I
I
thought you meant
planned
you're getting internet in your car.
originally.
Coming to us from the castle?
It'll be from the castle.
Wow. Wait till you see this place, folks.
Don't say that, because when they see it, they're gonna be disappointed. Just kidding.
Now conversely they'll be excited because you've said it's not so
I'm
big of
just
a deal.
kidding. Fuck, I guess I'll clean
no.
up a bit. Just kidding.
So here was another fun thing for me that happened on 420 as I looked out just ahead of 420 across the sea of people, I thought, I got better weed than everybody.
Man, such a good feeling, isn't it?
Yeah.
I tell you, dancing on those speakers and like looking out at the crowd, holy fuck.
Well, my-
That was fucking epic, man.
While my feet were dry, it was great.
Yeah.
Dude, man,
it,
the crowd, like, ah. Because if you weren't up on the speaker, you couldn't really see past the sea of people once 420 hit. You can't really see the crowd.
yeah. No, it was
fucking
it was
amazing.
just packed from
Yeah.
front to back.
Wow.
And I don't know, I saw pictures too that are taken from the side, way away from the stage, down at the side, just packed the whole area
cool.
with people just enjoying being there. You know, as I left the place that night, a lot of people streaming away down the sidewalk ahead of me, and so calm and quiet and having fun. It was so different than a drunken crowd leaving a festival, for sure. Yeah, and fireworks and how rowdy.
Like the grass doesn't get trampled at the fireworks.
Nothing got smashed
No
down on
doubt.
the side of the
Give me a
street.
break.
Nobody was pissing off onto the curb or anything like that. Everybody was very polite and happy. And
The sand. People were sitting on the sand.
then I got up to Davie Street and eventually got onto a bus. And the bus was so happy. The amount of honest laughter coming out of the bus was just something to behold. Everybody on the whole bus was fucking they just felt so good. And it was just fun. Everybody was having fun. Yeah. Except one kid, he was puking in a bag. But,
Everyone just happiness in the one.
but
He just ate too many brownies.
something, but no.
They didn't get me high right away.
You could tell. You could tell the difference at how people are on cannabis. And to me, the point of the exercise has always really been partly to show the world that aspect, that this is how easy it can be, and non-threatening, non-violent, non-safety issue at all. And that's 50,000 people saying, fuck you, look at this. Right?
You know, it'd be
Going as
really
hard as they
cool.
can to get you to look at it. So this isn't really how marijuana would be in our world. We wouldn't be there wouldn't be 50,000 people walking around smoking weed as hard as they could all the time.
Yeah.
Right?
right.
So then this is what we've shown. We've proved that every year. And I don't know, just saying.
It's true.
Like, what else is there? Like, what the fuck? Nobody gets hurt. 66 people went to the hospital, is that right?
Oh,
Just as many probably got to the hospital from dehydration from the sun run.
I heard a quote that there was 2 serious cases all day. Everyone else is just kind of dizzy. Yeah. And then those serious cases ended up being non-issues as well, as they always are.
Of course. Well, yeah, like so few problems at all. And yeah,
All
but
the emergency responders and the firefighters and all those guys were happy with what we did. The cops are happy with what we did.
yeah.
The only person that wasn't happy was that guy who wanted another press conference down at the, to take a picture next to the pile of garbage at the park, but we got all the piles out of there this
Yeah,
time.
he had
So
nothing.
he ended up holding up 2 pieces
I
of
saw that.
garbage that he managed to find. He could tie to us.
He took
And
these 2
this is
pieces
the
of
press
garbage.
Conference, a garbage press conference this year.
Yeah.
Look, garbage. And you could just go into any park.
Like one
all the way
Q-tip.
over and find that much garbage.
And
Come
even,
on.
and even you pick some out of this bucket.
Render unto us a effing
Yeah.
break, buddy.
I was walking back to my car and I saw these cops getting dropped off at pizza.
Yeah, there was
Fucking
You
lucky.
guys did good on 420.
Like,
Oh yeah, they're
It's
all
like got-
secondhand smoked out. They're like,
just,
"Fuck, want to get a
eating
pizza?"
enjoying the sunshine.
I get a
getting
pizza.
High, like,
I got
what
one
is
of
there to
those
complain
apps on
about?
my phone.
I suck up everything
There was
pizza.
a tremendous number of police there, I had to say. Like,
Like
they were calm and cool, but they were there by the
There
way.
was a lot of police there.
They were there by the way too many. Getting
You know, it's funny because
paid,
when
right?
it was
Eating
downtown,
pizza.
when it was
They-
downtown, there was almost none.
Yeah. No, they figured out a way to make money off of it themselves.
I remember
right?
a year on Canada Day where they showed up and they fucking dropped the barriers off and were like, "Hey, you guys know what to do with these? Okay, wicked. You guys get that situated. We got to go. You have a great day."
Great
It's
day.
like, what?
Enjoy your
The
fruit
cops just
festival.
like, what just happened here? The cops are what?
Yes, that was me and Scotty. They handed
Yeah.
off that stuff
That's
too.
funny.
But
It's like, what the?
yeah, but they didn't cause anybody any grief, and that was wonderful. So I hope everybody else had a good time wherever you were in the world celebrating the day. So
It was
we were thrilled to be there, and we'll do it all again. Don't try to stop us. We can't be stopped. It's a fucking phenomenon, really.
It is.
Like, it doesn't fall
It's-
on me deftly, if you will. I do see how fucking big of a deal that is. 420 here in Vancouver. Like, it just happened by accident, in a way. Just kept getting bigger and bigger until, if you look at 420 from the air now, the whole thing still is the same. The dealers are in the middle, people all the way around protecting them. They might be just listening to the show and watching and smoking, but their bodies there are protecting them from all the cops that are around the outside of them. Right? Like it always has been. So it just reached a tipping point one day where the cops could no longer overpower the crowd. And then the crowd was allowed to grow and grow and grow. Right? So it couldn't happen anyplace else at any other time. But it's fucking cool here. So they don't even bitch about the weed being sold anymore. Like not a peep.
no. You want? I'm not gonna say whose booth, but there was a.
Whose booth?
Homie had a booth, and they were the last booth making sales. And there was 2 constables on site waiting for them to finish till they sold out and finished serving the last of their customers. And then they're like, "All right, you guys, now you guys got to go."
Love it.
Yeah,
That's pretty
so,
crazy.
Right on.
Yeah, things are going our way.
I saw some cops
But
some edible in their pocket.
oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised the police all had a good secondhand smoke that day.
Obviously.
But yeah, good on everybody. It was fun. Glad to be
Probably
there.
had
I had a good
a
time.
plainclothes guy just going by gummies. I'll go do another gummy run. You get another pizza.
Yeah.
You get another pizza.
You guys order another pizza, and I'll get another. I'll do a gummy run.
Joyce over it.
Yeah.
Why am I so hungry? I love you guys. No, don't shoot me. Yeah, so that's it for me. I don't know what you guys want to do, but
I'm just gonna keep.
Kind of
smoking
want to
weed.
get some gummies and a pizza.
and a
Yeah.
pizza now, yeah.
Pizza.
So yeah, thanks for everybody who tuned in today. Thanks to Alyssa for keeping us on the level. If the shot doesn't look level to you,
Lissa.
then you're wrong. That's what I was
Because it's
told.
level. On the level. On another level.
Yeah, that's not my department. But yeah, and nice to see David. Thanks for stopping by. Craig X was sitting over there laughing at us.
D420K and Tim McBride and Laudonio and Mark from Smoking Paper. It's going to be a good show tomorrow. Tokop, tune in, episode 90. Just hashing fun.
That wasn't his.
Expert
that wasn't
joints.
his. He wasn't really. He didn't really
That
say
was a
that.
pre-recording
Yeah,
that we just played.
pre-recording, we
He's
just
not
clicked it.
here actually right now. He wasn't able to make it, so.
But that works. I'm not too sure what he said. But tune in to his show tomorrow and find out what he said. Right on. So thanks to Al for being here,
Hey, thanks
and
for having me.
got fairly stoned today.
Yeah. And your good dabs and your good doobies.
I've been a little stoned all day.
Nice. And
Kind
Kush,
of woke up that way.
Kush Queen too.
Thanks for having me.
Tune in on Sunday afternoon,
Ooh, yes.
2:00.
Don't miss out. It's going to be a good show.
And also check out Jer's show on Fridays, and Carly does her thing on Monday afternoon. So do look at all that stuff, and look at Lemon Larry.
Yum.
I like that game.
Thanks for being here, Lemon Larry. Oh, you're welcome. All
Lemon
right.
Larry, who's more Larry than Lemon.
Yeah, way more Larry than Lemon. All right, we'll see you next time. I'm Marijuana Man. See ya. Peace. And pot, like Larry Lemon.